What's going on, everybody? It's Crypto Crane, and I got some more news for you today. Earlier, I recorded the hearing with Gary Gensler from C-SPAN, I think it was, and so want to go over some things with that, as well as bring you some sound bites from that uh, hearing or whatnot. Uh, on this one, I want to talk about how Senator Warren. It's funny. A couple of weeks ago, she had made that statement. I forget exactly what she said, but it was very anti-crypto. I do remember that, and now I kind of see why she made that statement because she's invested in cryptocurrency. She has Ethereum, and I guarantee you, she probably has some XRP and some other a bunch of other ones. Um, Congress has crypto. Okay, that's first and foremost that you need to understand. They are invested in crypto, and when you hear her words and you see the conviction that she says with her words, you'll understand that she has been a victim of some of these things, which is why she is pushing for regulation so heavily. So we're going to read some of this article right here, and then we'll go into her soundbite. All right. So, title of this article on Cointelegraph was Senator Warren goes after Ethereum network fees in committee hearing. Okay. So, high unpredictable fees can make crypto trading really dangerous for people who aren't rich, said Senator Warren. Democratic Senator Warren, Elizabeth Warren, known by many as an outspoken cryptocurrency skeptic in the U.S. government, criticized outages at exchanges and high transaction fees during periods of price volatility. In a Tuesday hearing at the Senate Committee on Banking, Housing, and Urban Affairs with Securities and Exchange Commission Chair Gary Gensler, Warren claimed the crypto industry had fallen short on providing solutions for financial inclusion in the United States. She mentioned the price drops among cryptocurrencies, including Bitcoin, ETH, last week, saying 400 billion in market value disappeared, while many users reported problems accessing major exchanges like Coinbase. Warren hinted that investing in decentralized finance or DeFi projects was pretty risky, given the fact many have not registered with the SEC and aren't necessarily within its regulatory umbrella. In addition, she highlighted some of the high transaction fees during periods of volatility. In this case, on September 7th, when BTC price fell from $52,920 to intraday low of $42,843. The fee to swap, she said, was more than $500, referring to a trade to trading a hypothetical token worth $100. So actually, I'm gonna stop right here because I'm gonna let you hear it from her. Okay, I'm gonna let you guys hear it out of her mouth. So we'll go ahead and let this play.
So thank you, Mr. Chairman. We hear a lot about how crypto is all about financial inclusion, a way for people who don't have a lot of money to be able to manage it or invest it. Now, the banks have done a pretty lousy job on financial inclusion, so I want to test out with you whether or not crypto is an improvement. Last Tuesday, the crypto market tanked once again. The prices of Bitcoin and Ether each fell by about 10%, while a bunch of other tokens failed by as much as a third. So in a matter of hours, $400 billion in market value disappeared. Poof, just gone. And meanwhile, several of the biggest crypto exchanges had outages, which kept customers from making withdrawals or trades. So how did that affect people who don't have a lot of money to lose? Chair Gensler, let's say that last Monday, I took out the last sliver of my savings. I went on the crypto exchange Coinbase. I bought $100 worth of Ether. Then I woke up early on Tuesday morning. I saw that the market looked like it was beginning to tank, and I thought, I better sell
Now look
right
at her
now.
conviction in this, right?
But when
You can
I
tell she
tried
invested
to
in it.
sell, Coinbase, the exchange, was down. So, Chair Gensler, was there anything I could do to get my money out?
Not at a federal agency because they haven't yet registered with us, even though they have dozens of tokens that may be securities.
Yeah, okay, so that sounds pretty risky to me. But let's say that instead of buying Ether on Coinbase last Monday, I decided instead to put that $100 toward buying a cool new token, let's call it New Coin, that was being hyped on Twitter. Now, New Coin is available only on a quote unquote decentralized crypto exchange. So to buy it, I had to pay a fee, about 20 bucks, to the crypto miners who process the transactions. That's $20 to buy $100 worth of tokens. But I figured that was okay because Twitter told me that Newcoin was going to make me a lot of money. But then, of course, I woke up on Tuesday morning and the market was tanking. So let's ask about this one. Chair Gensler, on
Notice how she references Twitter about had to throw in that comment because Twitter said it'll make me a lot of money, etc. But I tell you, man, these politicians.
Tuesday, when I wanted to sell Newcoin and get back to dollars fast, that exchange had not shut down. But remember, I had to pay $20 on Monday to get into decentralized finance. So how much would I have had to pay to get out of DeFi on Tuesday to sell my coins? Would I have had to pay a second $20 fee, or might I have had to pay even more?
I don't know, because it'd be all in the user agreement. And by the way, you put quotes around DeFi. I think that's helpful because they're really decentralized in name only. There's a user agreement. There's something you're doing with this platform. There's a governance token. There's usually some fees, but I don't know what the particular fees would be.
Well, actually, we do know some of the fees from last Tuesday. The fee to swap between two crypto tokens on the Ethereum network was more than $500. Obviously, way more than the $100 I was trying to trade in the first place. So the question I have is, in the face of these high, unpredictable fees, small investors could easily get jammed and wiped out entirely. Chair Gensler, advocates say crypto markets are all about financial inclusion, but the people who are most economically vulnerable are the ones who are most likely to have to withdraw their money the fastest when the market drops. Does this sound like the path to financial inclusion to you?
It's a highly speculative asset class. It doesn't sound like the path that you mentioned.
Yeah.
So now we'll go back to the article and finish reading the article. All right. So Gensler addressed several questions from U.S. lawmakers during the 2-hour hearing regarding a policy framework on cryptocurrencies, requiring companies to disclose climate risk to investors and other issues potentially affecting the SEC. In a prepared statement from his testimony released yesterday, he encouraged crypto projects to meet with SEC officials regarding securities the platforms may be offering in the form of digital assets. All right. So, as you can see, you know, Elizabeth Warren, she had a valid point about some of that, about the congestion on there and everything, the fees rising up, and everything. So I'm
So
gonna
let's
leave you
ask
out,
about this
let it
one.
leave you
Chair
guys with
Gensler,
this right
on
here,
Tuesday, when I wanted to
and
sell
comment below.
Newcoin and get back
Let
to
me know what you think of the
dollars
video.
fast,
Let me
that
know what you think
exchange
about
had
what she
not
had to
shut
say.
down.
All right.
But remember, I had to pay $20 on Monday to
Peace
get
out.
into decentralized finance. So how much would I have had to pay to get out of DeFi on Tuesday to sell my coins? Would I have had to pay a second $20 fee, or might I have had to pay even more?